Ryan sits at the dinner table with friends. Laughter, stories, and jokes are flying across the room. But Ryan is unusually quiet. He smiles, nods, even chuckles at times. But he's not really there. Inside, Ryan's mind is racing. The boss is back tomorrow. What if he hates the draft? What if I'm not good enough anymore? What if they replace me? He's stuck in a private movie, a film running in his head about the worst that could happen. Suddenly, the noise in the room drops. All eyes turn to Ryan. "Hey man," Jim says, "I asked twice. Could you pass the butter?" Startled, Ryan laughs, hands it over, and everyone smiles at how absent minded he is. But the truth? He is overwhelmed. If you have ever felt like Ryan, anxious, distracted, trapped in thought, you're not alone. I am Hassan, and this is Mindra, your space for self awareness, serenity, and healing. Today's episode is about how to break free from chronic anxiety, not just manage it, but understand at the root and respond it in a way that brings lasting peace. Let's begin. You might think of anxiety as a flaw, something broken in your brain, but it's actually the opposite. Anxiety is your brain's attempt to protect you. It's a part of your natural problem solving system, scanning for possible dangers so you can stay safe. This ability has helped our species survive, but in modern life, it often works too well. Your brain is built to imagine potential futures and plan for them. That's a superpower, but it comes with a glitch. The same imagination that helps you prepare can also overestimate threats, leading to constant what ifs. And when your mind plays out imagined disasters over and over, your body reacts as if they're real. Our hunter gatherer ancestors survived by paying attention to danger, even false alarms. A brain that screamed tiger when there was only a shadow had a better chance of survival than one that stayed relaxed. We inherited that sensitive brain, but while the environment has changed, no more saber-toothed tigers, the brain's wiring hasn't. Now, instead of real predators, it reacts to social pressure, uncertainty, deadlines, or small health concerns. And because we live so much of our lives in our heads, we often confuse our internal world of thoughts with the external world of reality. We react to ideas as if they are facts. Now, how anxiety builds up? Anxiety tends to follow a pattern. Your brain's problem solving system goes looking for trouble. It doesn't find a real problem to solve, so it invents one. It uses the phrase "what if" to play out worst case scenarios. Your body reacts as if the imagined scenario is real. You try to fight it, resist it, or make it go away, and that makes it worse. But you're not broken. You just have a protective brain doing its job a little too well. There are two common forms of anxiety: anticipatory anxiety, that is, fear of something that might happen, and event based anxiety, which is worry triggered by a real situation, but exaggerated by overthinking and imagined consequences. Both are future focused, both built on the brain's attempt to avoid unwanted situation. But they are not necessarily based on likelihood. They are based on how bad it would feel if it happened. When anxiety kicks in, your instincts tell you to seek reassurance. Am I okay? Take protective action. Let me avoid this just in case. Suppress the thought. Stop thinking about it. But the more you do this, the worse it gets. It's like trying to hold a ball underwater. The harder you push, the more forcefully it pops back up. This is what is called the rule of opposites. In the external world, trying harder usually helps, but in your inner world of thoughts and emotions, trying to force change often backfires. Think of your mind as having two key players: the cortex, your rational brain. It reasons, plans, reads, and thinks. And the amygdala, your emotional brain. It handles fear and survival. When your cortex says there's nothing to worry about, the amygdala doesn't care. It doesn't speak language, it reacts to patterns and associations. That's why you can't come down just by telling yourself there's no danger. The amygdala doesn't do words, it does alarms. Imagine a young girl who gets scratched by a cat. For weeks afterward, even hearing the word cat makes her anxious. Her brain fused the word cat with the fear. She is not reacting to the animal anymore. She is reacting to the idea of the cat. That's called cognitive fusion. When your brain treats a thought as if it's the real thing, and adults do the same thing with illness, embarrassment, failure, or loss. So, how to break the cycle? Here is what works. And it might surprise you. First, picture this. You're giving a lecture. Suddenly, a heckler starts interrupting with off topic arguments. You can't remove him, and confronting him will only derail your talk. So, what do? You let him speak. Nod politely, acknowledge his presence, but you do not engage. You return to your lecture. That's how you should treat anxiety. It's the heckler in your mind. You can't silence it, but you can choose how to respond. Here is how. First, notice the thought. Recognize it. Anxiety is here. Don't fight it. Just acknowledge it. Ah, there you are again. Then allow it with humor. Let it ramble like the heckler. Maybe even give it a name. Uncle Worry, Heckle Frick, Scarecrow, whatever fits. Then take its fearful message and mock it playfully. What if you are seriously ill? Right, I should probably book a hospital suite and a marching band. What if you freak out on the plane? Sure, and maybe I'll trend online before we land. This light-hearted exaggeration breaks the fear-thought connection. Humor disarms the alarm system. And then refocus on what matters. Like the lecture, get back to what you are doing. Return to your priorities. Let the heckler rant in the background while you move forward with purpose. And remember, the anxiety won't disappear immediately. That's okay. Stay consistent, and over time, it will fade. If you are a person of faith, you have the most powerful ally: trust. Do what's within your control. Leave the rest to the one who already holds it. As the Quran beautifully reminds us, no disaster strikes upon the earth or among yourselves, except that is in a decree before we bring it into being. Indeed, that for Allah is easy. So that you do not despair over matters that pass you by, nor exult in pride over favors bestowed upon you. And Allah does not love any self deluded boaster. Surah Al Hadid, verse 22 and 23. And in the timeless serenity prayer, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You're not flawed, you're not weak. You have a protective, sensitive brain that's trying to keep you safe. But now you know how to respond with awareness, with humor, with purpose, with faith. And step by step, you can be free. This is Mindra, where your mind finds calm and your spirit finds strength. Until next time, stay thoughtful, stay grounded.